Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plans, and today we are back and doing some more daily sheets for a daily planner, which can be used to help narrow things down each day so that way you're not getting so stressed and overwhelmed. Today I am going in with my printables. I have them linked down in the description below, and then we're going to go in, we're going to do some Happy Planner mega books to get our seasonal and kind of continue with doing some spring vibe spreads. So I have this seasonal book, I have this one, Seasonal Delights, and then I have the Disney Classics because this one does have the seasons in it. So we're going to try to make all three of these work for all 5 of our pages today, and then make sure you stay tuned for the end, and I will tell you how to enter the giveaway for all of the sheets we did in the first quarter of this year, so that way someone will have some fun pre-decorated daily pages to kind of use, either to use now or wait till next year, so that way you can kind of start with the seasons, however you're wanting to do that. But stay tuned to the end, and then we'll talk about entering the giveaway there. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go on with my first page. I don't really have a preference on which one I use first, so let's go in with this one. I don't even really think I've touched this one all that much. It is really pretty, but it looks like we have a pretty big spring section. I still have the plastic. I really don't even think I've used this one yet. Right off the bat, I'm like, look at this gigantic this gigantic like spring vibe. I'm like, is that too much? That might be a little bit too much. That's like a little abrasive for in here, but there are lots of good stickers, so we'll definitely find something to stick in here. I do want to just kind of look and see what I do have, so I kind of have an idea of what is in here in general. So I'm just gonna look through this really fast and just see how far this goes. As far as, okay, and then we kind of start summer. Okay, so I kind of see a couple of different things I'm thinking of using. So I'm actually going to use this sticker, and I'm going to use it to extend this little piece here. And then we'll add some smaller boxes for smaller details. Ooh, I actually really like these ones. They're kind of cute. Kind of break down this spot into little sections of to-dos. And then, let's see, we have a fun quote here. Oh, if I could just pull up the quote, that would be nice. There we go. Stick this one down here at the bottom. I love all these like little decorations. So I'm going to add in all the little pieces in here. There's quite a few like just little decoration pieces. We can use this one for a full box. And let's get some of the other colors in here. Stick that right down in that corner. Ooh, we have a bigger box, which is helpful. Okay, and then I like this little like checklist box here. Now we can list a couple more things. Okay, going to more of the decor. A little bit more decor on here. Saw lots of fun things. I just don't remember where they are. There are just so many pages. So that's some butterflies. It's a nice like little spring vibe. Keeping it simple. Put this little butterfly there. Okay, I feel like that's good. filled in the space nicely. I don't want to put too much. Let me go back to that first because I think there was something on. Oh yeah, there's some more butterflies on this page. You can add in just a little bit more. Okay, adding those in there. Okay, so I think that's it for now. I might come back to this one. I'm kind of just going to see which one I could come back to. I know there is another seasonal mega sticker book that I didn't pull out, so there's a chance I might go grab that if we can't figure out other things, but let's just keep going. So now we're going to go into Seasonal Delights, and that little acetate thing is still in there. And then I need to go and find the spring, which I'm assuming it's this first part. I forgot about these like really cute Valentines. Next year will be the time. Okay, well, this is kind of into spring, but it's also very whatchamacallit, like Eastery, and I don't really want to do full-on Easter. So what else do we have? Do we have things without the bunny? Okay, we have these. These have flowers on them, so that's a good option. Okay, and then it's kind of already into summer. Well, let's try these and see. I didn't see like any functional stuff. There's like no functional. There's a little bit, but I don't think there's a lot. So we'll kind of see what we can do with this book. So I did not see a lot of options that weren't Easter themed. We do have these, so I think I'm going to have to make these work because I didn't see a lot of bigger boxes. Here we have this Hooray for Spring. So we can add that in there. And then pull in another color. So I found those pages, and then I think these were the only other like functional boxes in here. So we're just going to layer and try to get these in here as well for a little bit more function. I don't like that one there. Okay. That's so crazy to me that this book really doesn't have a lot of other things in here. I mean, I guess like it's not necessarily just Easter. I mean, a lot of those stickers are like spring, even the ones with the little bunny and stuff, but still I kind of feel like it's given more Easter vibes than anything. But we do have these little matching bouquets that match that washi, so we'll add some of those in there. I did not see any quotes for springtime because right when we get to the quotes, we're in summer. So there's like no quotes in here for spring. What's up with that? It's okay, we'll pull out a book. I'm going to grab, this is volume 3 of Black Quotes from Amber Plans Her Day, because I know there's spring quotes in here. So we'll add in a quote or two. So that way we're not just living without the quotes. So let's get some of those in here. Okay. Quotes. So really simple. So this book for sure we will not be using a second time for another spread because that was really all there was for spring. Like, what is up with that? It's kind of disappointing. Okay, and then this one is Disney Classics. So we gotta go in here. Oh, that's right. I think both sides are the same. I think. I don't remember. Okay, well, we have these ones, and these are really cute. So let's go in. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do this one on a vertical. I lied. We're going to kind of jump around. I want to do these on a vertical, so I'm going to swap pages for now. And then we're going to pull in these little boxes because those are really cute. Hopefully there aren't any other better boxes that would have been better. I'm just going to kind of get in all the colors that this has. We have Get It Done. Kind of can cover those up. Ooh, we have functional. We have some more functional boxes. I'm going to try to stay away from the yellow and the orange, which is literally what I just reached for, but I want to pull in the other colors as well because we have blues and purples. So we're just going to add in some of those just to kind of get a little bit of layering in there. And looking for what we have as far as decoration. And put the gang down at the bottom. Have even more of like these flower vibe stickers. Okay, this one so far is a lot better than the other one as far as like what it has. And I think this one has some like different themes. Or is that summer? Oh, I guess that kind of goes into summertime. Okay. Just kidding. I lied. Still has good stuff in it. So we'll kind of stick with that. Looking to see a quote. I did see there were double wide stickers. I'm kind of tempted to put one of those in here. But then I wouldn't have like a big quote. But there are quotes. You know what? I'm gonna do a double wide sticker. I feel like I like the look of that better. And I think it's okay if we don't have another kind of quote. And I can grab this book and we can add in a quote here. I'll layer that on top of there. Positive vibes. Okay, and then I'm just going to go in with a couple more of the deco that this has, because this one's actually pretty good. Have a cute little butterfly zipping around. This even has holographic stickers in it. I don't really have a space for those. Okay, I think that's it for that one. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now I'm like to the point of like, I don't know if I can use any of these over again. Okay, well, I pulled out one more. This is all in a season. So we'll try this one. I have a vertical and a horizontal left. So we'll kind of just see which one I can make this work for. So I have used this before. Pretty sure I've probably used it for a daily sheet. Probably sometime last year. But we can definitely use it again. So we will figure this out. Let's stick with the vertical. Might have to figure out something else for the other horizontal. But let's go ahead and start adding in our stickers that I'm seeing that I know I think I can make work in here. So we do have some full boxes, which are fun. So let's add those in just to add a little bit more color. We have some washi strip stickers. This is kind of fun. I kind of want to add in more than one of those. I'm going to put one down at the bottom just for the fun of it. Kind of have some of that in there. And then we do have functional. So let's go with a little bit of that. I kind of like that it's like reversing, where it's like filled in to not filled in, and then kind of like reversing that. It's kind of fun. And then we have even more colors we can pull in with some other fun boxes. So I'll add a couple more of those. Okay, so we got some functional in here. So far, so good. We have these really pretty, like, leaf moments. I don't know. I think they're pretty, so I'm going to add them in. I think I'm going to have to pull in a quote from something else because I don't think this is going to have... Yeah, this does not have quotes. So I'm definitely going to have to pull in something on my own to get a quote in here, but that's okay. Just gonna go in, continue with these little floral pieces that's on this page. So far, so good. I think I'm liking how it's turning out. I need something for down here, either a box or a quote or something. We're just going to change this to like a box moment, and then I'm going to grab Black Quotes Volume 3, and then we'll add in a quote in here. Stick a quote. Okie dokie, I'm going to go back to where those leaves were and add a few more of those. Just because I feel like these work. Kind of fill in that space. Okay, I feel like so far this one's my favorite. So I feel like the stickers in here just worked out a lot better for what I needed. Not that I knew what I needed beforehand, but I just feel like this one came together a little bit better than some of the other ones. So that was All in a Season. So I'm glad I pulled that book out because that one was really helpful. Okay, and then we do have one more. We have to do our horizontal, and I did pull out a book that I wasn't sure I was going to use, but let's go in with this one. This one's from Plannything. It's the only book that I have that has that's like seasonal. So I'm going to go in with some of the seasonal stickers that are in here, and we'll kind of see how this goes. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kind of change this layout a little bit by using these shapes to kind of create a little bit of a different look to them. So let's add a box there. I'm going to grab the other green, maybe. There we go. And add one in there. And then we can cover up this area with this box here. Okay, making that work. Making it work. There's cute little baby animals and stuff, but I'm going to go back to this one since it kind of has things that match this vibe. Oh, not wanting to peel up, are we? Oh, no. There we go. I got it. This took a second. Okay. Oh, now I feel like all of these are probably going to do the same exact thing. These little pains in the butts. Okay, I'm just going to go in with all of these butterflies. Kind of give them a place to be. And then I have some florals that we can add in here. So I'm going to add those. And then I have this giant reef looking thing. So I'm actually going to pull this up and I'm actually going to cut it in half to see if I can make it work in more than one spot. So we're going to just cut it. And I'm going to stick a piece of this up here. And then stick the other piece down here. Because I never know what to actually do with like these wreath, like big pieces. But I actually really like how that looks. And then I finished a page so I can rip that out. Always the goal. I really, really like this ducky. I know there's no other animals in here, but this duck is just too cute not to use. So I'm going to use that. And then we'll go in with a black quote. So let's see what we can pull in. I, 'cause 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 Do like a planner babe. And then this one says planning keeps me sane. Accurate. Really just decorating a planner is what keeps me sane. Playing with stickers in general is really a good way to help with all of that. Okay, now I want this little piggy. I don't know. This little pig is really cute. Okay, that one turned out cute. So that was a Planny Thing, seasonal fun. I think this is like a year or two old. It's been around for a while. Okay, let me go ahead and get the pages that need to be punched, and then we will take a look at all of them, and then we'll kind of go over how you can enter this giveaway. Alrighty, so we have page 1. I do really like how this one turned out. I feel like it's like super simple and like put together. And then page 2, I do like this one too. Page 3, that one's a good one. Page 4, and then page 5. So all of these pages are ready to go for another week. Now these ones are going to go in the next pile of things, since we're we're into the second quarter, or like the next quarter of the year. So these ones are going to be set aside. And now let's kind of talk about how to enter this giveaway. Really simple. Comment down below your favorite spread from this week. So comment down below. This will be for US only. I do want to put that note there. This will be a giveaway for US only. Maybe next time we could try to figure out international, but this time around it'll be US only. So comment down in the comments below what page 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 was your favorite from this week's, and that'll just be how you enter. And then let's do your favorite spread. So 1 through 5, pick a number from there, and then let's just do the state that you live in. So like number 4 was my favorite, and Colorado, or whatever state, and then we'll just do that for entering the giveaway. So super simple. I honestly don't have the capacity to figure out a much cooler way to do a giveaway, but I would love to give these to somebody that will use them. I don't want them to be just something that you're going to get and then not use them. So I'd love for these to go to someone that will love them, and just kind of have fun for them, and you kind of get like different ways to plan. And now especially if you don't have a lot of time to decorate, now you'll have some pages that you can literally just kind of go in and make work for yourself, and just kind of have to fill them in, and they're just ready to go. Slap them on some discs, put a cover on it, and you're good to go. So again, comment down below what your favorite number page was from this week out of these ones, and then leave your state, just where you live, not your address obviously, but leave your state. And then in next week's video I will announce who, well, one, I'll plug it into like a random comment picker thing, and then I will announce the winner. The winner will need to make sure that they respond quickly, so make sure you are watching next week's video, social, like the dailies, social, I keep saying social, daily plan with me. Make sure you watch that next week on Wednesday, so that way you can find that out, because I'll need them to just get back to me ASAP, so that way I can get these out to you so you can start using them, or have them prepped for whenever you want to use them, whatever that is. But I'm excited that these will be going to a new home. I actually also have some daily sheets too, from past years that I've been doing some daily sheets. I actually found a notebook that has some, so maybe in that video next week, once I figure out where I put them, we can kind of go over maybe another giveaway as well. But anyway, I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!